Hi, this is Hassan, and in this video I will demonstrating my hackathon project Chattingo. I divided the video into parts so that you can easily navigate to any part you want. Let's see services one by one. The first one is frontend. There you can see there is a depends on block that's depending on the backend. Condition is service healthy. That means the backend is implementing a health check. We can see the backend is depending on database. Condition is again service healthy. That means the database also implementing a health check. Let's see the Docker files one by one. First of all, the front end one. There you can see there is a base image of Node.js 18. Okay, one thing why I am copying only the package.json, because whenever only the package.json change, I want to install the dependencies again. Next we have the builder stage where we just build our application. At last our final stage, Nginx Alpine version. Then we are copying the Nginx config. So let's see what is inside that config file. So this file is very simple. I will explain you step by step. So request coming on the root directly forward to the frontend app. Then every request prefixing API will send it to backend. If prefix is auth, again send to backend. This block is the core part of our project because this block is supporting WebSocket connection to the backend, setting the proxy buffering off, helping it to be real time. Lastly, this block is caching our static assets. Let's come back to our Docker file where I leave it. It will copy build artifacts from the builder stage. At last, just run the Nginx. Let's see the Docker file of backend. Almost similar structure. Oh, one thing I missed, Docker ignore file. Put everything there not related to your Docker image. Another advantage of it is better caching. If you change your Jenkins file, it will not build again because I put it on the Docker ignore. Now let's see Docker Compose works or not. Okay, it's pulling MySQL image. It will take some time. Now notice the order. We set dependencies among the services. Then here is backend is also started. The front end will not start until the backend is totally healthy. Front end is also ready. Okay, page loaded. Now let's work on the application. Let's see if the chatting is working as well or not. Search my name Hassan. Okay, so try to send some messages there. Refresh that. Okay, message come. Now let's try to reply. Hey, what's up? I'm fine. So it's working. Our CI/CD pipeline uses an orchestrator pattern with three pipelines. The first one is the orchestrator pipeline itself, and rest two are the service pipelines, mean front-end and back-end pipeline. Developers push the code, GitHub triggers the webhook, and then Jenkins run the orchestrator. This orchestrator detects the changes and accordingly it runs the service pipeline. Now let's look at the Jenkins file of orchestrator. Now look at the stages. The first one is detect changes. So it is the main purpose of the orchestrator. At last it set a flag so that we can build only necessary services. Then we have build services stage. It will check for flags and build the required services only. And now let's understand the service pipelines. When I say service pipeline, I mean front end or back end pipeline. They both works in the same pattern. First it validates parameters, then it's install dependencies, then continuous integration means parallelly run these all of things, testing, linting, file system scan, dependency check, build scan docker. Then a question, is it main branch? If no, stop the pipeline. If it is not main branch, continuous integration is enough. Generally we don't deploy our code that's from another branches, means feature branch or anything else. And if it is main branch, then push to Docker Hub, update the Docker Compose with new tag, then push it to Chattingo Compose repo, not the source code repo. Then SSH to the VPS and pull changes of Chattingo Compose. For clarity, let's check out the repository. There are some script files and Docker Compose, you can say production version. See, in that compose you don't have the latest image, you have a immutable tag that is updated each time there is a build. Let's have a look at the redeploy script. So it is doing nothing but pulling the latest changes of Git. Then it runs again the Docker Compose with new image, a little downtime. And at last clear the unused images, means the previous images. Okay, now let's log into Jenkins to test the pipeline into int. Okay, I configured the webhook. Let's go to the Chattingo folder and you can see here is our 3 of 3 pipelines. Let's put the keyrow side by side and now make a change to front end component placeholder. Let's change it to this is updated by Jenkins CD. Let's push changes. Okay, that backup is not a official command. It is an alias I made for myself. In few moments you can see here is a queue. Let's refresh the page. Okay, the orchestrator is started. Let's see what is it doing. Some parts are done. Okay, it gone to front end part. So let's check the front end is started or not. Okay, it's also started. Right now installing dependencies. Okay, now the deployment is done. Let's check out the VPS is serving or not. Okay, let's try to sign up. Great, also working as notice the placeholder as we updated it's reflecting. So that is our pipeline, totally GitOps principle. Now let's check if the features are working in production or not. Sometimes it works locally, but on production something fails. Here, search my name. Yo. Okay, message received. This time from production. Okay, message also received. Everything working fine. And that is a happy ending.